Welcome, and thank you for joining me on the mat today. Today's practice, we'll be stretching our hamstrings with the help of our yoga strap or belt. Make sure you have that on hand. You may also want a pair of blocks, depending on how tight your hamstrings and your hips are, just to bring the earth a little bit closer to you in one of our stretches. So if you're ready and your mat is rolled out, let's get started. So sit up tall through the spine. And just start to take some nice, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose, allowing the rib cage to expand, the chest to rise. Perhaps that belly will also expand, getting as much air into the lungs as possible. Let's just take a few little neck stretches as well. Simply drop the chin towards the chest and hold there. Checking in that shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale, lift up through center. Exhale, send the gaze to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, gaze to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. And once more, chin to chest. Inhale, grow tall. Grab your belt or strap. We're going to lie back. Sending both legs out. Actually, just send your left leg out to start. Bring a bend into your right knee. And take your belt or your strap around the bottom of that right foot. Hug the belt nice and tight towards you. So we can keep this tension. Send the right foot up towards the ceiling. So trying to get that leg as straight as possible. Heel up. Hold here. We're going to exhale, bend the knee, hold the tension. Foot comes back to our butt. Inhale, straighten and hold. Exhale, bend it. Let the muscles kind of relax, return to their original position. And extend that foot up once more towards the ceiling. Now taking your belt or strap in the right hand, let your left hand just fall to your side. And then open that leg out to the right, opening up the hip. And think of drawing that foot towards the top of the mat. If it's a little too intense, you can bring a little bit of a bend into the knee. And bring that foot back to the center. Strap in the left hand, relax the right, send it across the body. And you'll notice here I'm keeping my back flat on the mat. So I'm stretching more of the leg than into the lower back. back to center. And take the strap again in both hands. Hold it there. And slowly bend it in. Release your strap, but keep it in your hand. We are just going to take a pause at the bottom here. Let that leg reach out. And just notice the difference in sensation between your right and your left leg. Likely your right leg feels just a little bit longer. All right, let's come into that left foot. So bend that left knee. Wrap around the bottom. Hold some tension. And then inhale, send it up. Press through the heel. Exhale, bend it in. And inhale, send it up again. Hold. Exhale, bend it in. Once more, press up to the ceiling. Hold. Strap in your left hand. Release the right. Open it out towards the left side. Inhale through center. Take it in the right. Send it across the body. And back stays pressed into the earth. Back center. Hold just another count of 6. And slowly bend it in. Release. And set the strap down beside you. And take that pause here again. Check in with the sensation in the legs. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself just a moment to rock side to side or in circle. And then we're going to rock all the way back up. Find that seated position. Give our legs a little rest. Bring some of that stretch into the spine. So take that left hand beside you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bend and reach. Expand that right rib cage. Inhale through center. Reach it to the right. Inhale, center. Come into our twist. Left hand behind. Right hand to thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, twist belly, rib cage, shoulders, and neck. Inhale, get a little taller. And exhale, perhaps you can twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale back through center. Take a deep breath, grow tall. And then right hand behind, left hand thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist belly, rib cage, shoulders, and neck. Inhale a little taller. Exhale a little bit deeper. Inhale back to center. Take a pause, grow tall. Take a couple shoulder rolls each direction. Change it up. Let's grab our strap again. This time we're going to send our legs out long. And with the strap, you can either just place it around the bottom of your feet. Or if you find your ankles are touching and it's uncomfortable, just wrap it around each foot once. Like so. And that will help keep your feet a little bit more separated. All right. Settle into those sit bones. Pull on the strap and use that tension to lift the chest. Your feet should automatically start to have your toes curl back towards your face. If they're not, manually do that. Feeling some length in the back of the legs. We're going to exhale, send the chest forward, keep this flat back. Just hold for 6. And then inhale, rise back up, relax. Maybe give those legs a shake if you're feeling really tight. Exhale again. Send that chest forward, flat back. Inhale, lift up, grow tall. Once more, send that chest forward. Inhale, rise up. If you've wrapped your feet, release the wrap, but keep that belt around the bottom of your feet. So if your strap isn't long enough, you can have a little bit wider of an opening, but if it's available to you, take it nice and wide. Option here also is to release the strap if it doesn't work for you today. So again, we're going to sit up nice and tall, pull on that strap, and then use that tension, send your chest forward slightly. Good, inhale, rise up, relax. Exhale, send it forward. Inhale, rise. Once more. Send it forward. Inhale, rise. Release the strap from your left foot. Again, just using the strap as an aid. So we're going to come just towards the right foot. Keep this left toes towards the ceiling. Grow tall. Exhale, send the chest forward. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. One more. Exhale. Good. Inhale, rise up. Take the strap over to the left. Give it some tension. Chest up and exhale. Check in with this right foot. Toes towards the ceiling. Inhale, relax. Exhale, forward. Inhale, relax. One more. Exhale. Inhale, relax. You can release that strap and set it off towards the side, kind of towards the top where you have the top of your mat. We will need it again for a couple more exercises. Ooh, sit back, maybe plant those feet, give those knees a windshield wiper, give those hips a little bit of movement. And when you're ready, we'll flip over into our tabletop. So as you're setting up in your tabletop, check in that your wrists are below your shoulders. Fingers spread nice and wide so you're pressing the earth away, and the knees in line with your hips. So we've already done our twists and our side-to-side movement with our spine. So we need to take it forward and back. So drop the chest, gaze forward. Drop the belly, chest lift, gaze forward. And then exhale as you round the spine, head drops, belly button tucks in. And we're just going to flow through this cat-cow. So you're welcome to take whatever pace you like. Still thinking of pressing the earth away. And reminding yourself that the faster you move and breathe, the more warmth you'll bring into the body. You're welcome to take a slow pause at either end. Do what feels good in your spine for today. All right, I'm going to take one more after this exhale. So one more full round here. As you exhale, inhale, come back to a nice neutral table. Bring your legs a little bit closer together just so you can have a little bit more stability. We're going to send this right foot back. Toes are into the earth. Press the heel back. And instead of thinking of sending your butt back, think of reaching the crown of the head and the shoulders almost forward. So this heel still presses back while everything in the upper body reaches forward. And switch it up. Left foot back into the earth. Press the heel back. Reach the crown forward. Knees back to the earth. Bring those knees back below you, toes tucked underneath. Get into our float. Press the earth away. Send the hips up and back into our down dog. Look back between the feet, chest reaches towards the thighs, keeping a bend in your knees. So we're actually going to take some nice slow, deliberate walks. So really stretch and straighten one leg. The other heel comes up off the earth. And then switch. So really take it slow. Really feel that length along one leg and then the other. And still think of sending your chest back toward your thighs. Don't let your head come towards your hands. All right, take about 2 or 3 more, depending on how fast you're going. And then find some stillness. I've got one more here. Find that stillness in the down dog. Come up high up onto the toes, bend into the knees, and then step or hop it to the top of the mat. Take your forward fold, let it all go. And check in with your feet. Your feet should be about 2 fist distance apart. Your big toes are reaching towards the top of the mat, so you got a nice straight line on the inner part of your feet. Take an inhale, lift up, flat back. Hands can come to your shins or your thighs. Then send your shoulders back. Crown of the head reaches forward. And then exhale, release. We're going to take 2 more. So inhale, half lift, shoulders pull back, crown forward. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take a slight bend in your knees if you aren't already. And then rise up in. Reach up, grow tall. Exhale, heart center. We had our head down for quite a while, so we're going to take some extra breaths for this first one. Reach up. Exhale. And then one more. Inhale. This time as we exhale, fold or swan dive forward, let it go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take enough bend in the knees so that you can plant your hands, step or hop it back into your high plank. We'll take a moment here, checking in that shoulders are above the wrists, fingers spread nice and wide. Press the earth away so that your shoulders, blades are lifting towards the ceiling. Belly button tucks in. Still breathing in and out. And then as you lower, exhale and hug the elbows into the ribs. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And then exhale. Press the chest back. Down dog. Awesome. We're going to come high up onto the toes so that we can step this right foot forward in between the hands. Left knee is going to drop towards the earth. And hopefully you kept that strap handy. We're going to grab it, place it under our right foot, and then rise up into our low lunge. So you're going to want to walk your left knee back just a little bit further because we're going to come into a half split. So our toes are up. And you don't want to go too far back because we are going to transition from a nice low lunge to our half split. So we'll start within the half split. So in each end of this movement, we're going to hold for 6 seconds. So we are going to hold onto this strap. Now, if you're already finding your balance is a little off, grab one of your blocks or both. If you need both, you're going to have to release the strap, and that's perfectly okay. If you can hold on with one strap, hold with one hand, and then you'll use the other hand to kind of bring this earth a little bit closer. And again, choose the level of the block that is right for you. If you can hold your balance, keep their strap in both hands. So grow up nice and tall, hold some tension, and then exhale, send the chest forward, hold for 6. Again, if you need that block. And then inhale, rise up. And exhale, send the knee forward. Come into that low lunge. Hold for 6. Inhale, straighten the right leg, toes up. Exhale, chest forward, half split. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend into that low lunge. Inhale, rise up, toes to the ceiling. Exhale, half split. Inhale, rise up. Last low lunge. Release the strap, but leave it where it is because we'll need it for the other side, and you can move your block to the other side of you if you think you'll need it again. Plant your hands and then bring that right foot back. Press back into your down dog for a moment. Chest towards the thighs. High up on the toes. Step that left foot forward. Coming into that low lunge. Take a moment, set up, get that strap underneath your left foot. Right knee back a little. Straighten that left leg. All right, nice and tall spine. Exhale, half split. Use that strap to help pull you forward. Inhale, rise, bend into that left knee, low lunge. Inhale, straighten, toes up. Exhale, forward. Inhale to rise. Bend into it, exhale. Inhale, rise. Last one on each end. Exhale. Whoop, lose my balance. And inhale, rise. Exhale, bend into it. And release the strap. Again, set it off to the side. We still need it. But you can set that block off to the side. We shouldn't need him for a little while. Plant the hands. Send that left foot back. Press into the hands. Down dog. Chest to the thigh. High up onto the toes. Bend the knees. Step or hop it forward. Forward fold. Let it all hang out. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up, hands up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, rise up. If you need an extra breath, feel free to take one. If you're ready to come back in, exhale, fold forward, let it go. We'll meet you down here. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Again, bend into the knees so you can plant your hands. Step or hop it back. High plank. Taking a couple breaths here. Check in with your shoulders. Fingers spread nice and wide. Belly button tucks in. Exhale to lower to the earth. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Chest to the thighs. High up onto the toes. Step that right foot in between the hands. This time we're going to stay up in our high lunge, but we are going to grab that strap again. Bring it on the bottom of that right foot. Come up. Now here's going to be where you need to check where your balance is today. If it's available to you and you can balance on the back or on your toes with your left heel lifted, feel free to do so. If that's feeling like a lot, bring your left foot in so that you can plant that heel on the earth. Similar to what we were doing in our low lunge, we are going to be transitioning from this pyramid pose with a fold into a low lunge. So in our our high lunge, you can sink and bring this heel up and then replace it back on the earth. If you're up for the challenge, extend that foot back, and in your pyramid, keep the heel up as well. So the strap is just there to help pull and give you a little bit more tension in our pyramid. So spine nice and tall. Exhale, send the chest forward. Use that strap to help you stay down there. Hold. And then rise up. Exhale, sink into that high lunge. Inhale, straighten. Perhaps walk the hands down the strap to help you stay in that fold. Relax. Inhale. Bend into that low lunge. High lunge. It's a low high lunge. Sink low. Straighten. Inhale. Here we got one more at each end of this movement on this side. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend into. And again, release the strap, but keep it close. Plant the hands. Step it back, down dog. Chest to the thighs. High up onto the toes. Step that left foot forward. Perhaps you get it right on the strap. Grab the ends. Rise up. If you needed to plant that heel on the other side, feel free to take that option here. Tall spine. Straight legs. Exhale, send the chest forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale, rise. Straighten it up. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Last one, each end. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink that knee. Bring your hands to the earth so that you can release that strap and again, set it off to the side. Plant the hand. Step back, down dog. Chest to the thighs. High up onto the toes. Bend into the knees. Step or hop it forward. Forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold, or take that extra breath. You're feeling a little lightheaded. Hang out in your mountain pose for a little bit before coming into this forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Let it go. Deep in the knees, plant the hands, step or hop it all the way back, high plank. Check in, shoulders above wrists. Fingers spread nice and wide, belly button in. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, up dog with cobra. And exhale, press it back. And high up onto the toes. Let's step our left foot forward this time. Actually, your right foot. Let's step your right foot. I'm going to do opposite so you can see what we're doing here. And then we're going to turn this left foot so that's facing the side of the mat. Coming into our warrior two, bend into this right knee. Windmill the arms up. All right, so hopefully you are mirror image to me. We're going to reach those fingertips out. At the same time, the fingertips reach out, the shoulder blades hug towards one another, sending our gaze over this front hand. Let's bring in a little movement. Just in case your legs are getting tired, we're going to straighten, lift up, give it a rest. Inhale. Exhale, sink into it. And then one more. Sink and hold. And bring your hands to hips. Turn your hips towards the side, so bringing our feet towards the side of the mat. And then sending them out so they're at about 30 to 45 degrees away from you. Nice tall spine. Coming into our forward fold with a flat back. So again, today is all about holding for that 6 seconds. So we're going to exhale, lean forward, hold that flat back, pause for 6. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. If you can, send a little bit more weight towards the toes and away from your heels. So we're not sending our hips back behind our heels. We're trying to keep our hips in line. Inhale, rise up. That was probably longer than 6 that time. Exhale, send the chest forward. Last one. All right, we're going to turn all of our toes towards the top of the mat. So the right foot should be in the front again. Plant the hands, step it back. Come into that down dog, chest towards the thighs. All right, high up onto the toes. This time your left foot is stepping forward. If you did the right earlier, that's perfect. Or sorry, if you did the left earlier, that's perfectly all right. No rule on which side needs to go first. Turn your back foot towards the side of the mat. Inhale, lift it up. And warrior two. Bend into that front knee. Reach the fingers out. Gaze over that front hand. And relax, lift up, inhale. Exhale, sink into it. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sink, hold. Bring your hands back to your hips. Turn towards the side of the mat again. I'm going to turn and face you. All right, we're going to come back into that forward fold from here, but we are going to change it up a little bit. So still send your chest forward, flat back. Hold for 6. And then just release your hands and your head towards the earth. Walk both your hands towards your right leg. You can either keep them on the mat or bring them to your shin or ankle. Again, option to stay here. If you need your block, if that's really too far away, grab a block. And then you can either stay here or as well send that right hand up towards the ceiling, coming into a little bit more of a twist. Exhale, release. Walk your hands over to your left. If you need your block, take it along with you. Reach towards that left foot. And either hands here or send that left arm up. Good. Exhale, release back to center. Set your block off to the side. Bend into your knees. Turn all your toes towards the top of the mat. And then step it back into that down dog. We're almost done our flows. Chest to the thighs. High up onto the toes, bend into the knees. Step or hop up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, let it go. And slight bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up. Reach up. Exhale, heart center. Take a pause here. We're actually going to cross our left foot in front of our right. Now, depending on your calf and your thighs, your flexibility in your legs and your knees, you may need to bring your left foot a little bit more in front. What we're going to be doing is just focusing a lot of the stretch in just one leg. And so by crossing the other leg in front, we release most of the stretch focus. So if you can kind of cross them completely if that's really uncomfortable for you. Bring that left foot forward. So inhale, rise up. And then exhale, fold forward. Now this may feel a little bit more intense than your regular forward fold, so if you need to, grab that block and place it on the earth in front of you. But again, let your head and your arms just hang heavy. Take an inhale, come to a half lift. And then exhale to fold. Bend into your knees so that you can release this left foot back alongside your right. Slight bend in the knees still. Rise up. Exhale, heart center. Good. Right foot crosses over the left. Settle in where you need to. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, fold forward, let it go. Again, perhaps grabbing your block. Perhaps this side is a little bit easier. Who knows? And inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take a bend in your knees so you can uncross the legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart center. Let's take one last vinyasa flow, mainly to get us back to the earth. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold forward. Let it go. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend in the knees so you can plant your hands. Step or hop it back. High plank. And take a couple moments here. Check in with your shoulders, your hands, belly, your breath. Exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Elbows hug rib cage. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale. Send it back. Chest to the back. All right, to get to the earth, we're just going to bend our knees down. Tuck those toes underneath. And come all the way over onto our back. And slowly roll ourselves all the way down. Give those hips a little wiggle. We're going to come into our bridge pose to help us cool down. So walk those feet in towards your bum, hands by your hips. We'll take this bridge in a set of 3. So really press the hands and the feet into the earth. Inhale, lift the hips, roll through the spine. Chest lifts last. When you get to the top, exhale, roll back down. And again, inhale, roll up. And exhale, roll back down. All right, third one, holding at the top this time. Roll up. Perhaps you can get a little bit higher. Perhaps you can interlock the hands underneath you and walk the shoulder blades in. But if that is uncomfortable for you, keep the hands by where your hips were. And don't let your legs splay out to the side. That will drop your hip. And then also don't bring them together because again, your hip will want to drop. Keep a nice space in between knees, allowing the hips to reach as high as they can. And if you got your hands underneath you, release them, walk the shoulders out, roll back down. Couple more stretches. Send the arms out, T position. Feet will stay planted on the earth. Shift your hips just over to the right slightly, and then let your knees fall to the left. We're creating a nice straight line along the spine as we twist. You're welcome to take a different variation with the legs. If you'd like a little bit deeper of a stretch in your lower back, or you're feeling a little bit tightness there still, you can try taking this left foot, bringing it over the right knee, adding a little bit more weight. Also welcome to straighten this left leg. And then send this right knee over. That might give you a little bit more of a twist in the spine. This left hand can bring a little weight as well. And if your gaze is still up, you're welcome to leave it there, or perhaps you'd like to send it over your right hand. Inhale, come back up to center. And shift your hips to the left. Knees will fall to the right. Find your variation. Again, perhaps either happy or happy there. Cross the right foot over the left knee. And then perhaps straighten the right leg, the bottom leg, and across the left knee. A little bit further. And again, gaze up or over to the left hand. Come back through center. Square up the hips on the mat. And we'll just take one more little stretch, coming into our happy baby. So send your feet up towards the ceiling. So bring a nice bend into the knees so your thighs are coming towards your chest. You're welcome to take your hands just under your thighs. If it's available to you, you can grab the outside of your feet. Kind of bringing those knees towards the armpits. If that's really intense, I do recommend grabbing onto your shins or onto the backs of your thighs instead. It is giving us a little bit of stretch in the legs and the hips. But its other purpose is to allow the blood to flow from our feet just a little bit easier towards our heart. When we're standing, gravity is pressing all of that blood downwards, and it's harder for it to come back to the heart. So here we have it, the opposite, just gravity, giving that blood a little extra hand. And slowly release the legs. Ooh. Give those knees a little bit of windshield wipe. We're getting some movement back into the hips. If there's any final movement or posture you'd like to include in your practice today, I'll invite you to spend just a few minutes there now. Whenever you're ready, send your legs out long and elongate the spine along the neck. Settle your sit bone. Let your hands lay away from the body. Of course, yogi's choice. If you feel more comfortable with your hands pressed into the earth, helping you feel a little bit more grounded. Or perhaps palms up, allowing you to receive. Wherever you're at, come back to a few of those deep breaths in and out through the nose, filling up the upper body and letting everything go. With each exhale, allowing the body to relax and grow heavy, as if you could sink further into the earth. Perhaps that means you need to also make a few small adjustments in the joints, perhaps the legs or the shoulders, the hips. Scan the body and notice where you're holding tension. See if it needs movement or just an exhale to relax and release. Your eyes are still open. You're welcome to soften the gaze or close the eyes completely. Any outside thoughts wander in. Acknowledge their presence and let them go. Letting them know you'll be back again for them later. And giving yourself permission to simply focus on the breath, on the present moment. have the time, you'd like to spend a few more moments in Shavasana, I invite you to do so. If you're ready to come out, bring some movement to the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, and perhaps the neck or the hips. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Just rock again gently side to side or circle. And rock or press yourself slowly up. Find that comfortable seated position. Grow tall through the spine. Allow the shoulders to relax away from the ears. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, grow even taller. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Relax the neck. I thank you for joining me on the mat today, and I hope to see you again soon. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.